a run to the semi-finals last weekend and looked a rejuvenated man. But that work on the mind is continuing. And there have been some other strange little methods that he's been employing this week. And we'll see how effective they are. I don't think going 5-0 down will be the game plan this week for Mensur against Jamie Hughes. Chris Murphy joins me in the commentary box for our fourth game of the afternoon session. It is the Gentle versus Joza for the right to face the Polish Eagle in the quarterfinals of the International Darts Open.
Yeah, you can understand Mensur Suljovic's need to try and change things, to try something to change things. He's been skating on thin ice in the top 16 of the world, Mensur Suljovic, and he has had the ice skates on.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg Mensur to throw first. Game on!
What are you talking about, Chris Murphy? He's had the ice skates on. You're talking nonsense, man.
I've done my research, Dan. I've been informed. Well, it was offered to me, actually, I have to be honest, that Mensur Suljovic, as part of this sports psychology route that he's going down.
Yeah, the work on his mind, yeah.
Went to see his mentor, his psychologist, and was told, stick these ice skates on and walk around my office.
100.
On your feet?
Yes. And
to help his mind?
Suljovic walked around the office with the ice skates on his feet and then attempted to throw some darts, and they went everywhere, took them off and started throwing the darts, and they went exactly 96. Where he wanted them to.
So you're saying that the skates on his feet helped the thoughts in his mind?
Well, I don't know if they helped or not, but I'm just
96.
repeating what I've been told by a very, very reliable source. If that was the case, the answer should have been to Mensur Suljovic, put the skates on in the practice room, because when you get on the stage, you'll hit everything you want.
105.
Bad start from the Gentle. He's left himself 160 after 9 darts. Has indeed got the skates on, metaphorically.
81.
Didn't like that one,
Mensur, you
Joza.
require 160.
And he did say earlier on today, Joza, that it's the scoring phase of the game. He's just not comfortable.
He did beat Mensur Suljovic at the UK Open earlier in the year. Jamie Hughes went to the quarter-finals and blew his chance really against Johnny Clayton. And he certainly blew his chance last weekend.
98.
Yeah, well, a repeat of
Mensur,
their
you
meeting
require 20.
last week. There could be a repeat of Mensur Suljovic's semi-final clash with Michael van Gerwen, potentially. Although from what we've seen so far today, not sure how likely that is.
Game shot in the first leg.
Pings a 14 darter to go into the lead in this one.
Just to recap, we've had that fantastic win for Ratajski in the last match against the very, very impressive Franz Roach of Germany. Ratajski getting over the line, playing really well himself, an average of 102.5. James Wade taking out finishers at will, including a 170 checkout in his 6-2 revenge victory against Nathan Aspinall, who had enjoyed the same scoreline over Wade the week before. And then Michael van Gerwen, the only real blot on the copybook so far this afternoon.
87.
Below 90 in falling over the line against Andy Hamilton, 6-5.
Surviving a match dart against a man who averaged 81.
$39.
Hughes got past Steve West yesterday, winning that one 6-4. It was a 150 checkout that did the damage there. Hughes, a really crucial one, with West poised on a much more manageable finish, but Hughes managed that one.
Yeah, Jamie Hughes, a man who is known for his scoring, his ability to do this sort of thing.
140.
But it's just not really been there of late. And perhaps quite fitting that it was a big combo finish that got him out of jail against Steve West. Because at the moment, even by his own admission, Jamie Hughes, he doesn't look like he's going to blast you off the board in the scoring phases of legs.
Mensur Suljovic certainly has been blasting people off the board, although his performance was excellent, a little similar to the last match that we saw today. It was 6-5 in the end against Clements from Suljovic, so he did average almost 104 in that one.
Yeah, cracking contest between two of the big European stars.
70.
Chips away at it, but Jamie Hughes, by virtue of hitting the 5 segment far too often, is some way behind on his own throw here, Yoza.
96. Mensa requires 65.
Mensa just taking his time, preparing his hands and preparing his mind. Or will it be 12, or will he gamble here?
41. Jamie require 142.
Another. Tops.
Game shot in the second
hello!
leg.
And the celebration
Jamie.
from Yoza. Well,
Third
we
leg,
said it was a big
Mensa
combo
to
finish that
first.
saved his bacon against Steve West. Maybe that can get him going in this one.
Yeah, didn't look in the match. He's in it now.
One right
I'm
out,
trying to think
40.
of the last time I saw Jamie Hughes celebrate anything like that.
One right on 34.
Trying to work out what happened in the last leg. Suljovic, I certainly thought he needed 12 bull. He went 13 bull and got it wrong.
100.
You ever tried anything special to get your mind straight, Dan, to improve your performance?
96.
Don't need it, Murph. You may not like it, but this is what peak mental performance looks like.
If that's the case, I've got a number you can call. Well, he has anyway.
45.
Not so keen on the ice skates. Do like the idea of building wigwams, gotta say.
Well, I wonder what treats he has in store next week. Maybe a few more treats this week from Mensa Suljovic.
98. Mensa you require 116.
He'll be going straight to Oberhausen for the European Championship, Mensa Suljovic. Jamie Hughes will be going there as well.
$100.
Well, he's just far superior in the scoring phase of the game, Mensah, and it's going to buy him opportunities. And as long as he can get the
34.
counting right,
Mensa you
and he can
require
execute
16.
on the doubles, which has often been Mensah's strength,
Game shot in the
then
third
he
leg.
is going to be pretty
Mensa
comfortable in
Suljovic.
this game, because Jamie Hughes, the
Fourth leg,
spectacular
Jamie to front
1-4-2
first.
checkout, you can't rely on those every
Game
day.
on.
Yeah, the way things are poised, he would have to keep relying on those, and it's not the best tactic, although the one of going 5-0 up last week didn't work.
Yeah.
One right on
Brings us to
40.
the halfway stage of the afternoon session, so the top half of the draw will be complete for the quarter-finals. Moving to the bottom half with Ross Smith against Max Hope, two players who played some excellent
85.
stuff this weekend. And then Dave Chisnell against Joe Cullen. That could be an absolute belter.
Yeah, really looking forward to that one. I mean, there's not many games today.
44.
He's got so many unseeded players through. Not many games, but it's a clash of seeds. We saw that one between Wade and Aspinall. That delivered. This is a clash of two seeded players, and then Chisnell versus Cullen is the only other one, because Smith versus Hop, Ross Smith I should say.
96.
Jesus Nogueira against Michael Smith, Scott Baker, Danny Noppert, Hammer versus MVG, Roach versus Ratajski, all involving unseeded players who come through various different qualifiers to be here.
Yeah, and it still
85.
makes that race to the European Championship very interesting. As you said, this pair not needing to worry about that. But the next match will certainly have some significance.
Yeah, Ross Smith, Jesus Nogueira and Scott Baker all know, win this afternoon, you're going to the Euros.
100.
Should look at the bull here, but is he? No,
60.
he's not. And that leaves 172, and that's too many, Yoza.
Looked disgusted at the lie there, Mensah Suljovic, but he's managed to make it work.
83.
He started this leg with a 140, Yoza, and then he's only had one big treble since then.
43.
And that continues.
Mensah, you require
It's just a symptom
137.
of his game at the minute, where he's not got that scoring power, and his game is built on that. When he's had success, when he's won his PDC title and threatened in many others, it's all been about that. Jamie Hughes will hit 180s,
97.
140s, and
Jamie,
put you
you
under
require
pressure right from the off.
129.
He had to cling on to his throw with a big three-figure finish. Might have to do the very same thing here. Might do the very same thing here.
105.
Not far away.
Mensah,
But it
you
might
require 40.
start to get away from Jamie Hughes if Suljovic can pin tops. Or tens. Or fives.
Game shot and a
He
full
gets the
flag.
latter.
Mensah Suljovic.
Steal a march in this match.
Fifth leg, Mensah to throw first. Game on.
Just the one win for Yoza against Mensah. That was the UK Open clash early this year that Murph mentioned. Mensah's won 3 meetings, and there have been significant ones as well. Obviously, that one last weekend from 5-0 down. They had a very tight game at the World Match Play.
85.
Won in extra time, if you like, won that 12-10. And their first meeting was a couple of years ago on the Euro Tour, which again went the way of Mensah by 6 legs to 4. But this, at the moment, it looks like it could be
64.
Mensah's most convincing victory in terms of the margin against Jamie Hughes, because all of his games against him which he's won have been tight.
75.
Very emphatic so far, Mensah Suljovic, and he's looking to follow up that three-figure average from yesterday with another. Kicked off this leg with his 4th maximum
60.
of the tournament. Surely, Dan, you have to consider him a big contender for the title if he gets the job done here.
Absolutely. But then you look at this half of the draw, and if Mensah does get the job done here, a rejuvenated Mensah, tough as teak,
77.
You've got James Wade, who we know is always a threat and looked very good against Nathan Aspinall, and then you'd have to say, from what we've seen, Michael Van Gerwen is the 4th
93.
favourite in a field of 4
Mensah,
to
you
come through
require
and reach
20.
the final. From what we've seen.
From what we've seen, I'm sure the odds compilers will disagree. Suljovic has had a 180 and a 177 in getting down to this 20.
No score. Jamie, you require
Managed
114.
to finish the job. And once again, Jamie Hughes, 100 and something. Try and nick a leg. He won't get the 114.
58. Mensah, you require 20.
Well, more cracks at this double 10.
Ten score.
9 comes the cry.
Jamie, you
from
require
Mensah Suljovic.
56.
Well, this is a gift. Hughes stares down double top. A long way off.
36.
And then the over adjustment.
Mensah, you require
Talk about
10.
the big scoring as a big part of his game. That was a big part of his game when he won the Czech Darts Open.
Well, double 5, he pinned it in the last leg. And it
Game
comes in
shot
this
on the
time
fifth
around.
leg.
Mensur Suljovic.
Suljovic.
Can't quite understand why he's
Sixth
making
leg,
such a
Jamie to
meal
throw
of this
first.
at
Game
times.
on.
The scoring is far superior to Jamie Hughes. He is getting he's 3 times the number of darts at double as Yoza. But he's needed that many.
100.
Combination of this game over the other half of the
121.
draw, so the 4 matches to make up the other 2 quarterfinals, and of the 8 guys involved, 5 of them unseeded players. But the way Ross Smith has played this weekend, and Max Hopp, and Danny Noppert,
100.
have not looked like unseeded players that have come through qualifiers. Jesus Nogueira has acquitted himself very well. Scott Baker's got the job done on his Euro Tour debut so far.
Well, the pair of them are unbeaten on the European Tour.
Yes, true. First ever wins.
140.
Quite the difference there. Well, we've talked about
100.
Jamie Hughes and how he's not scoring like he can, and it's not particularly good. That's still significantly higher than Michael van Gerwen's first 9 average.
Leave him alone now, Dan.
Oh, just trying to provide some context, Merv.
100. $140. Meant you require 140.
Higher than MVG's first 9 average. Would usually be very competitive, but he's taking a beating here. So he is going to have an opportunity to close the gap.
100. Jamie requires 61.
Didn't really look likely with that 56 chance, and he's made it harder for himself accidentally here. Just the 1 dart at double 4.
53.
Closer, but not close enough.
Meant you require 40.
13 data potentially.
Game shot on the
Throw,
6th leg.
definitely.
Mensur
5-1 lead, certainly.
7th leg,
And Mensur
Mensur to
Suljovic
throw
through to the
first.
quarterfinals. A probability.
Game on.
We didn't think we were going to see the Iceman winning Risa this year.
Ice brackets, skates brackets, man.
It doesn't quite work as well.
105.
Suppose you are providing context again, Dan.
A bit
135.
more Yoza. Nice, strong, direct, straight throwing all around the treble 20. A little bit unlucky just to get the 125.
Yeah, slamming them in again. Suljovic just putting them in.
180.
Where has this come from?
140.
Mensur Suljovic just hanging on in there in the top 16 in the world rankings. But he's not done anything at the World Championship for the last couple of
45.
years. Obviously notably lost to Fallon Sherrick. The year before he lost out early doors to Ryan Searle. You know what's just next door to Ali Pali, don't you? Ice rink.
180.
Things are looking up for Mensur.
Looking up for Jamie Hughes at the moment. All of a sudden, he's sparked into life.
57. Jamie, you require
He's
46.
ready to give Mensur Suljovic a taste of his own medicine.
14.
Wasn't
Mensur,
happy with
you
how it left
require
his hand,
114.
and the chance of reaching the quarterfinals maybe slipping from his grasp as well.
1 treble needed to get a match start. Treble 80.
98. Jamie, you require 32.
Well, he knows it's possible to win games from 5-0 down.
Game shot in the 7th
Jamie
leg.
Hughes wins
Jamie Hughes.
5-1
Eighth
down.
leg, Jamie to throw first.
That should be
Game
easy.
on.
Mensah just tinkering around at the table, putting whatever grip agent he uses
60.
on his fingertips. I mean, that won't be ice, Dan. Has started legs very, very well in this match, Mensah Suljovic. Can't start better than that.
180.
Yeah, 3 180s and a 177 for Mensah in this contest. It's just a shame that Jamie Hughes has managed to find his scoring power in what may be the last 2 legs he plays in this tournament. 4 perfect darts to start the leg from Mensah.
100.
What he has done is give himself a chance of ending this right now.
If Hughes can keep up the scoring power, and he can snatch that chance away.
180.
80s in back-to-back legs for Jamie Hughes. And he's found it. He may have found it a little too late, but it's never too late. You only remember last week.
Might be just in time.
Jamie, you require
Suljovic leaves the same
121.
shot. Hughes to stay in the match. On the ball.
96.
Suljovic to
And so
win
you
the
require
match.
121.
Would love to be throwing at double 14 at the end of this combination. You won't be doing that. You will be throwing at the ball though.
96. Jamie, you require 25.
Not be much closer than that. Can Jamie Hughes get any closer to Suljovic here? Double 8.
17. Mensah, you require
Just when it looked like
25.
he'd sorted out his scoring, the doubles start to desert him. And Mensah Suljovic for a 6-2 victory and a quarter-final matchup with Krzysztof Ratajski. Double 8.
Game.
And the
Shot.
ice skates
And
man
match.
cometh
Mensah
into the last 8 to face the Polish Eagle. Joza beaten for the 2nd week running by the gentle. Austria's #1 really has been doing some odd stuff to get him back in the right mental space to win big stage darts. But you know what? It's working. And Mensah Suljovic is still in the hunt for the International Darts Open title. A title that he did win